Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus, guys, giving you more of the meta. There is a new patch with Madden for new regs, playbooks, and this is a playbook that's just been added. This formation has just been added to the Rams offense, and it is the gun Y off trio close. And this basically helps dramatically, at least in the scheme I'm using online. It provides me running. It's got an extra blend of plays. This really changes this offense around completely. It makes Rams offense very, very difficult to stop because you can really blend off of it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some new gameplay. I actually had another game where I was lighting a guy up with this particular offense, but the quality of the recording was terrible, and I didn't want you to guys watch a bunch of choppy recordings, so I dropped it. Even though I put 35 points up this guy, and I was just lighting him up on the run and the pass, just destroying this guy. So this guy's playing with the Chiefs. Obviously, it's a really good defensive roster. You got yourself your star player, Clark in the middle of the field, or the guy in the middle of the field, the defensive tackle. This guy's a star. He always breaks tackles and blows up your run. And they've got really good secondary people. So the Chiefs have been a very good defensive roster. Here's the formation we're looking at right now. Basically, I've got the motion mesh roll play right here. We've got the 0-1 trap as one of our base plays, the flood play, and then this motion dig slot corner type play that's actually really good. And I come out of the motion duo, which is nice to have as a play. So here's the setup I like to do with this this mesh play. I like to have a quick read in the seam, and then you obviously have this route right here, and then I have a drag route that actually will clear out there. So really I'm checking this as my alerts. And this is going to be my first read. My second read is going to be this drag, and then I've got a third read over here. I'm typically never going to get to the wheel route. That's not going to be a progression read I'm looking at. So going to run this play, check the seam right away. Once I go and check the seam, I could throw that, but I just didn't like his user in the area. And then I've got this route right here that this guy's sliding out, so he's going into the passing lane. So I'm going to be looking for that drag underneath as my next read. Basically, he pulled himself out of position. He came out of position right there. Probably should have went for the seam, but basically dropped it down to that little tight end route. And he was able to flip that up and actually pick up a good 9 yards on the particular play. So 3rd-and-1 situation. Right here, I've got this duo play that's set up, and I think I go into 0-1 trap, and the reason why is that the center is uncovered, and that means the blocking is going to get a little bit more depth, and I've got a really good pulling guard which will counter his defensive tackle. So I just jump into this play real quick. I just quick snap it. I don't really give him a chance. You can see that. You can see the blocking. He shoots this gap right here, and I'm actually just running up this way, so I'm able to go ahead and pick up an easy, 5, 6 yards, 10 yards on an 0-1 trap quick snap. So that's why I have that in my back pocket. Is a play that I'm going to use right there. So back into the formation once again. I've got this duo slide. So this play actually slides over, and then you get your double blocking. Going out with your guys right there. So that's what I do love about this particular play. It's just you get those double blocking. Now I go into mesh once again, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to streak this guy up or post him up. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to open up this route right here, and it gives me an option to hit my opponent right over the middle of the field too. So that's why I actually run it this way. But I don't want to give this guy any kind of tell, so I go ahead and get rid of that auto motion and have that post on the backside, and you can see that you just got 4 wide receivers in this area that's pretty much overwhelming his defenders, and there's just really not, there's pretty much that little drag route I'm going to hit, and you can see all the blocking right there to be able to pick up an easy, 15-yard gain around that. So that's why I love having mesh. Mesh is just one of the most hardest plays to stop in the game. It is just very, very difficult. Now I think I jump into a different play right here. I go into the slot cross. This is a play that I threw back into the scheme. It was something I looked at. And what I like to do with slot cross is do a comeback route right here. And why I do that is that I've got this route that's going to be carrying defenders over. I've got a little stick route that's going to be right here. And then what I did is I'm going to go ahead and do a little out route just to check my leverage on this side. And if defenders slide off, then I'm just going to go ahead and look to this route. And basically this route, which will be my 2, and then this is going to be my 3 as my last look. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick alert with this little flat route because this guy's off coverage. He's probably not going to be something I'm going to be looking at. But I'm going to alert the running back, and then if I see a guy slide out, so okay, running back route. I could hit this if I really wanted to, but you can see this guy sliding out. His user's coming into this area. So now I've got basically, you know, a 3-on-3 situation. And all I'm really doing is I'm watching this defender to see what happens. If he pulls away, I pop this little area. Even though I've got this little crossing route that's going over the middle field, I want to basically go ahead and make sure that I can pop that little hitch route and make sure that he knows that he has to look for that in the future if I jump into that formation. So here's a let's see if we jump into another play. So we jump into this play. This is really good against a 3-high shell. So if I got basically single high, these guys out here, what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and take this route right here. I'm going to streak him up. I'm going to take this route and put him on a streak 2. And when I don't put this guy in conflict, so he actually has to carry to either one of these defenders for the seam. But really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to open up this little C route and then actually create a little pocket with the running back route, depending what's going on. I think what happens is that his defender kind of floats out, takes away the running back route, and you'll see that this guy's he's playing a deep third. He's going to get out leveraged over here, and I'll be looking to that. So if I see this running back route getting covered up, I'm going to go to the outside with this wide receiver, and you can see Moore's able to go pick that up and get a touchdown for me. So I love that particular play because it really doesn't give any opponent any kind of a tell. It attacks the seams against my opponent, and it allows me to go ahead and leverage outside routes. So here we go. First play in the second series here drive. I jump into another play that I really like. This is specifically really good against any kind of off coverage. This guy didn't play a lot of press coverage, so I can tell you guys, I don't like people that play press coverage against me because I like to try to pop everything underneath, and if I get pressed, it bothers me a little bit. But usually when people play off coverage, I'm going to just destroy them because I can easily dissect what type of a defense they're running. So here's a simple concept. These guys are lined up. This is going to be my first read. I'll be looking at this as my second read, and then a little drag route on the far side is going to be my third read, depending what the defenses does. But I'm going to go and look to the out route, and what I love about this particular play on off coverage is that if you do hit this out route and the guys are playing like over the top coverage, you see how this defender is completely out of position. I'm able to go to pop that, and I'm picking up 25 yards on a little quick out under center. So it's just a wonderful play that you can actually have in your scheme. So back to the gun Y off trio, and here is something I'm going to blend in with the running play. Typically what we'll do is I'm going to be looking for this route to come under, and it gets under coverage, and he's going to be my first read. And then I've got obviously the in route, which is going to be my second read. And what I've decided to do, instead of actually having a little in route underneath it, I'll go ahead and streak this guy up or put him on a fade route. One you want to go ahead and put a streak out here is when you're on the far side of the hashes. But if the wall is more centered or you're on this side of the hash, you want to do a fade route. And the reason why is that you want to preoccupy any kind of a deep third. You want to pull him up, giving you this corner route that you can pop on the backside. So that's why you want to go and do that. But I'm really going to be looking to the tight end underneath. And the reason we want to look to the tight end underneath is because he'll get leverage. He kind of stutters, and then he gets leverage against the defenders. And this guy's going to push up this third, and you're going to be able to go ahead and pop this little, a quick little motion out route and pick up some easy yards. So you can see right here, I'm able to go and pick up another first down. So I'm just chewing this guy up for first downs. I'm getting 10 yards, 15 yards every particular play running this game. So right here, I want to go ahead and quick snap into a play. He's playing, once again, deep thirds. His defense is not that great. He's actually sliding out. His defenders are not going to be able to get to this fast out route. And I'm going to go ahead and just take 5 yards. It's fine. Just keep the chains short, stay ahead of the chains with this particular this scheme right here. So now I think this is where I actually pop the guy with the motion duo. I've shown him a couple different motion plays. Let's see here. This is the motion duo. The previous gameplay is similar situation. Get these guys out of position, and the way the blocking works and the way the wide receivers block, they come up and they play the safeties, or the guys are supposed to fill the gaps. On the previous gameplay, which the recording was terrible, I popped this guy for 2 long touchdowns. Like the first play of the game, I jumped into this play, I got like an 80-yard touchdown, and then came back and got another 40-yard touchdown running that duo play. So it's a really good play. And if you blend it into the scheme, it really makes it more difficult. So I think I stay with the duo here. And this is where this guy, he just didn't know his run responsibility. You can see he just sits there. He pulls himself out of position. So his run defense was bad. He didn't know his responsibilities, didn't know how to shoot the gaps. But you can see I pick up another a chunk of yards right there. So running the ball against this guy, I felt confident with the run. I felt confident with the pass. Pretty much could do whatever I want. I think this is a situation where I might have tried to throw the ball to the outside motion wheel route, and I don't think I could get rid of it. So yeah, okay. So you can see how I'm rolling this way. I'm trying to throw this ball to this guy right now, which maybe not bad decision that I did that, but you can see I'm trying to throw it, and then I ran into the defensive line, so I just couldn't get rid of the ball in that type of situation, and as a result, I take a sack there. So it's 3rd and 5. So I go ahead and jump into this play. Basically, I've got myself a deep corner. I've got a check and release. But I think what I did is I decided to just look at this side of the field, and I'm going to watch for the one-on-one. I know this whip route, which gets really good depth, is going to be good against a one-on-one. And I've got this little route right here that's going to preoccupy the defender or give me a fast read where I can actually get an easy first down. So setting this play up once again, and right here, looking for this defender. You can see this defender kind of slides out, but this little whip route kind of freezes, then it comes back in, and I'm able to go and pick up, 7-yard gainer right there. So that's always, this guy wasn't running a lot of press coverages. He just allowed me to operate underneath him, and that was just really not a really good choice by him. So right here, go with the mesh concept again. I anticipated this guy to slide off, and I threw a bad ball, but I got a lucky break. That was a huge break right there. That should have been intercepted. So it was probably one of the worst mistakes I made during this game, is I was trying to work that tight end as much as possible, and I should have been looking to the drag on the backside. That would have been a bigger gain, but that should have been picked off. I got away with one. So right here I go into this play with the anticipation I can hit the look for some type of man coverage. I was anticipating this guy's going to go ahead and carry, giving me a deep comeback route that I can hit. The defender lets him go. So naturally, I'm going to look for the drag underneath as my hot read. And he freezes me right here because this guy's right here. He had an edge pressure coming off. And the edge pressure essentially got me right there. And I'm able to make a read. So now this guy's actually, he's cooking on defense. He's actually catching me in the backfield, putting me in long yardage distances and stuff like that. So here he goes and presses. Now, this is always how I run my offenses. Anytime I've got press coverage and the safeties are down in the box to work me, I'm always going to alert the fade streak. That's going to be my alert, and I'm just going to look to see if any kind of person falls back into the coverage, and if I beat my one-on-one. If I beat my one-on-one, I'm going to go for it. So 3rd and 10 situation, which is actually kind of an ideal situation. I go ahead and block my running back just to give me a 6 blocker, try to pick things up. I've got a half slide going this way too. Stock. I'm going to alert right here, and then I'm going to essentially go ahead. This is going to be my 1, this is going to be my 2, and this is going to be my 3. But I'm always going to go ahead and alert, and then and start here, and then work my way to this side for my progressions. And you'll see the defender actually just completely dumps down. This guy is out of position, and I just lob the ball up because my wide receiver basically just catches it. I rack that puppy, take it into the end zone, go up by 2 possessions against this guy with 3 minutes left. He ends up quitting out against me because I do get a stop defensively, but I just wanted to show this gameplay and some of this great formation that they have broken down in basically the Rams playbook. Tell me, guys, what playbooks do you guys run with? I'm just curious. Once again, I want to thank you for support, and go ahead and make some comments below. Let me know where you guys live and what playbooks you're running on offense and what your favorite plays. So once again, thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.